Good morning, guys. We're all sparkly. Ice bath done. Gym session with Her Royal Highness. I've run the dogs. Time for a quick video. It's safe to say low testosterone is a bit miserable. So, we want to feel better. So what do? We go searching for a diagnosis on the internet. What you're going to come across is a lot of conflicting information and different agendas. My agenda as a doctor is to obviously act in your best interests. Tell you what you need to hear, not necessarily what you want to hear, but when you realize what I'm telling you is the truth, you'll want to hear it. Because we've obviously taken the path of least resistance, and short-term gains cause long-term losses because we don't understand our physiology. Live more according to physiology. We're physical beings in a world full of psychological stress. So, what are we going to talk about? Well, you get the diagnosis of testosterone deficiency and you trawl the internet. If you come across this channel, I'm a massive advocate of microdosing TRT, using the minimum effective dose in the correct manner to achieve the desired outcome, stable, male, androgen levels. Now, the best way of mimicking physiology, and that really should be the premise behind it, is microdosing TRT, daily TSIP and HCG, hormone replacement therapy, not testosterone replacement therapy. Your dose needs to be carefully titrated according to effect to get you where you need to be. There is no one-size-fits-all dose and regime, but microdosing is the start. So some of my guys do microdose Navido, and they're typically single-figure SHBG guys who can't get stable on TSIP and HCG. It's not perfect because it takes an awful long time to get dialed in because of the half-lives. And so TSIP is always gold standard, baby. I like to keep it simple, keep it safe, to give you the foundation to work. So testosterone replacement therapy is the catalyst for change, but you've still got to put the work in. Now, it's safe to say that life can be tough. With low testosterone, you're going to see challenges as threats, not opportunities. So you go on testosterone, and obviously the world is now your oyster. No, disappointingly not. There's lots of things that you have to address. What caused your low testosterone? If it wasn't a pathology, it's likely that you've been engaging in negative behaviors, so reverse them. So if you don't engage in negative behaviors on testosterone replacement therapy, actually give yourself a little pat on the back because it is a win. Because obviously we're surrounded by temptation and we are weak, feeble humans and we should always be trying to be better. But my God, that apple over there, I won that apple. But when you do things that you need to do, not what you want to do, you'll actually start to want to do the things that you need to do to feel good. Again, logical. It should actually be all about health optimization, not the feels. So some clinics will tell you injecting on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday is perfectly okay because physiology likes the weekend off. No, keep it simple, keep it safe. Your testosterone follows a diurnal pattern, day, night, day, night, day, night. Every day is a new opportunity. So see that day as an opportunity. Wake up and start building little wins. But it's not to say that life still won't throw up challenges. It is highs and lows. And weirdly, as Carl Jung says, if you move towards the light, the shadow is darker. Because it's about what? Contrast. So what does testosterone do? It gives you the capacity, the ability to cope with the chaos. It's not a feel-good hormone, as I've said many times before. But lots of my guys come in and say, a lot's happened, doc, but I'm coping. A guy emailed yesterday thanking us. Listen, my pleasure, mate. He said he was no longer suicidal. He'd taken some pictures up in the Lake District and he was going, I'm earning my reward. All I've done is given you the foundation. You've put the effort in and you are in charge. You've allowed me to safely and effectively titrate your dose according to response, and hopefully given you some pointers and perhaps some motivation to do the right things. Ice baths, mindfulness, breath work, the list goes on. But you are in charge. So take charge. Autonomy. We need to have personal autonomy. We don't want to be relying on somebody else for our choices and our options, because they're in charge. You be in charge. Make the right choices with regards to your sleep hygiene, addressing your stress, engaging in those things that stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system and build up resilience in the brain. Eat what you need, not what you want, because then you'll start to want what you need. And engage in regular physical exercise. But mindset is incredibly important. And again, Carl Jung, the first 40 years of life, you're building a healthy ego. The next 40 years, you're trying to get rid of it because you understand the concept of balance. Wow. How long did that take? Well, it took 40 plus years. And it's still a work in progress. Effort equals reward. There are no days off. There's no destination. Journey, journey, journey. The Dalai Lama, he said, what's the most peculiar thing about mankind? And he says, he sacrifices his health to gain wealth and then spends his wealth to regain his health. Now, you can't buy health. Obviously, you can buy testosterone replacement therapy, but you can't buy these other things. You can buy the things that allow you to do them, like a nice ice bath, but you can take a cold shower. Breath work, no, you can do that for free. Walking on the ground, grounding, yeah, you can do that for free. Most things that are beneficial to you are free. So get on with it. Start making the right choices because it's all about you. You are in charge, and make sure you understand that you are in charge. So it's wonderful to receive these emails from patients saying, thank you, you've changed my life. As I've said, we just provide you with the foundation, but you take it and run with it. There are no days off. Whenever you take the foot off the gas, what happens? Things screw up. And again, your mindset is not where it should be. You don't have to go all Goggins, but you do have to go, well, I don't feel very good today. What am I going to do? He said today in a video, when you're being a little worse, video yourself and just think, if you look back and watch that video, what would you think about yourself? And you wouldn't think much about yourself. So as I said before, your body doesn't care less about your emotions. So wake up, understand what you need to do, and it will become what you want to do. Because when I get in that ice bath, I feel amazing. I never want to get in it, but I feel amazing. And I know I feel amazing when I get in it. And I get that positive reinforcement and I overcome that little negative brain that's still there. It'll always be there. I know it will always be there. But I'm going to always move towards the light. Understanding if I stop and I look behind myself, I'm going to see that shadow. And that shadow is dark. But I don't care because I'm walking towards the light. That is the key. Testosterone has a relationship with dopamine, the reward hormone or neurotransmitter. So get your reward. Understand how your body functions. Then your psychology will improve. And if you have a positive mindset, you can impact your physiology. Again, cancer patients with a positive mindset do better than cancer patients who are just going to give up. Because what happens when you give up? You give up. So refuse to give up. Keep moving forwards and do what? Yeah, you guessed it. Go earn your reward.